My name is Barb Steinberg. I am a teen life coach for girls, a parent coach of girls that are tweens and teens, and a speaker on teen girl issues. I wanted to share with you a tool that I gave one of my teen life coaching clients after she was given several diagnoses, one of which was ADHD. And she had never received this diagnosis up until this point, and she is now 18. So it was many years of her feeling like and getting feedback from those around her that she was lazy or irresponsible and she just didn't care and she didn't have enough motivation. And she received a lot of that feedback consistently over years. And so she began to believe the feedback, and she began to believe that she was lazy and she just was very forgetful and very disorganized. And it definitely impacted her self-esteem and her outlook on who she is as a person. And so those things were told to her enough, and she experienced some of them enough that she believed that that's who she was. And then she received this diagnosis. So then we started to talk about having that information and that knowledge about what her brain was like and how her brain had developed. And then she received some medication to help her with that. And she began to have a very different experience in her world. And it still was taking some time. She still had that old belief about being lazy and irresponsible. And so one of the tools that I gave her to use is to take a journal with her. She preferred to write it rather than have it on her phone, and to track all of her wins. So a win would be anything, no matter how minor, how small, that she did well, that maybe she wasn't able to do before and now she's able to do it. So every single time she remembered to bring her backpack, or when she, was told to clean up her room and she did it in a acceptable way, or for her it was lots and lots of things. So it could be making a decision to make a phone call to someone and she actually followed through on that. Or, just showing up for coaching on time. That was a win. So it didn't matter how small it was, but what she did is when she brought in her journal of wins, it was amazing how many wins were on every page for every day. And so what it did is it was this tangible evidence that she was changing and that she was not who she thought she was. Those labels that were given to her that she believed, that really wasn't who she was. Her brain just needed a little bit of help. She needed some new tools and some new tactics in addition to some medication for her in her particular instance. So she began to write these wins down and look at them, and she began to really see, I'm not lazy. I'm not irresponsible. I can get things done. I actually am organized now. And I could see every time we would go over her wins, the smile that would creep on her face, and she would begin to believe that's not who I am anymore. And I don't need to believe that narrative anymore. And for her, the changing of the belief about who she is, that is the greatest and the biggest win. And I was almost surprised and shocked myself at how quickly that turnaround came to be. So whether your daughter has ADD or ADHD or any other diagnosis, this tool of writing down your wins, no matter how small, can be really life-changing and very impactful. And so I wanted to share it with you in case you wanted to offer it to your daughter as an exercise, or maybe you both can do it together and share your wins together. So hopefully this has been helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching it on YouTube. And I have a great newsletter that comes out every month. You can sign up for that on barbsteinberg.com. And also I hope that you'll like my Facebook page, Barb Steinberg LMSW, Guiding Girls and Supporting Parents. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you soon.